Hey there, how's it going? This is Arnold G. Summer speaking. Today we're going to be discussing how to build a $1 million digital marketing agency, and I'm going to be revealing my top 5 secrets on how I do this personally. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Subscribe to my channel now to be notified when I publish a new video on the latest cutting-edge internet marketing strategies. The principles I'm about to discuss right here, right now, really apply to any digital marketing agency that you're looking to build. Whether you are based in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, any European country, any Asian country, any South American, it doesn't really matter. You can use the very same principles everywhere because they simply work. What I hear from a lot of people is what they don't see is simply that they think, oh, it's not possible to generate $1 million a year in revenue from their digital marketing agency. And that's because they just look at the number and they get so overwhelmed to see, okay, $1 million, that's just too much money. I need to do way too much to make that happen. But if broken down, as you can see here, $1 million divided by 365, that's how many days there are in a year, equals $2,739.72 a day in revenue. That's all it really takes to get to the $1 million a year. No more, no less. So, how does that look like? Let's assume you're working with attorneys, lawyers, and you charge an average of $200 per lead. So, if you generated 14 leads a day on average, then you would get to your $2,739 a day or your $1 million a year in revenue. That's all it really takes. If you're someone who is completely new to lead generation and you just have never made any money online at all, or you've never made any money in running a business, then very, very possible that the $1 million is too high for you because you didn't take the first step yet, which is to make like $100 or $200 a day. If that's the case, then why don't you just have a smaller goal like $100,000 a year, which is just $273.97 a day in revenue. And if we take again the very same example that you're going to get paid $200 a lead, then we're talking 1 to 2 leads a day only. And that's not a lot. If you then have a look at how much traffic you need to have that generated, that's maybe, I don't know. So you need maybe twice as many phone calls to get a lead. Sometimes even 3 times as many, right? Because there are total leads and qualified leads. That's something I actually will also talk about in another video later on. But here you can see that the mathematics are really simple and anyone can do it, I would think. Now, the next step is to really define a category. There are 3 essential things that you must complete in order to be successful in this process. And the first thing is define demand. Secondly, define profit margins. And thirdly, define client potential. Now I'm going to go onto Google and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. I'm here on Google now and we want to define demand. We want to see whether there are people searching for some terms that we're looking to target. As you can see here, I typed in the search term carpet cleaning Croydon, which is a suburb of London. It's actually not a suburb, I'm sorry, it's an area in London. And I also have a Google Chrome plugin called Keywords Everywhere installed, and it kind of shows me how much search volume, how much demand there is for this specific keyword. As you can see, we're talking 320 searches a month, so that's very, very decent. And if I type in this exact term, you can see that there are just 3 pages of search results. Now that's crucial. I could go for a keyword like carpet cleaning London, and I probably am looking at a more volume, more searches, but you also have to really take into consideration how much work, how much money it takes for you to get this ranked. You also have to see, okay, if I'm going to go ahead with the Google My Business model, and you got to see like, okay, how much will it cost me? How much do I have to spend to get a GMB created? Maybe you have to outsource it to a service. And then what do you have to spend in terms of getting the GMB rank? Like on-page optimization, traffic, whatever. Right? So you got to take all those components into consideration before choosing a vertical, before choosing a keyword, a city to go after, because you want to make sure that you have good profit margins. Now for this very instance here, let's just say that this gets 320 searches, but that's the exact keyword again, and people type in other keyword variations that are not included in this estimated search volume right here. But if I take a look at this, if I'm able to rank in the top 3, and that's where we want to be in the map pack, then I can get maybe, if I have it very keyword optimized and if everything is looking good, then maybe I can get, I don't know, I would say maybe 3 to 10 phone calls a month, and very possibly more, because there are other keywords like secondary keywords and keyword variations that I'm able to rank for, and then I could even get more than that. And what's important that I pointed out before is that this is a low competition keyword because there are just 3 pages of search results in Google. Now that's very important, and I would advise you to go after niches like that instead of going after something, okay, you have maybe 1,000 searches a month, but you have 15 or 20 pages of competition. That's going to be really, really difficult. Here's another example where I typed in carpet cleaning Birmingham. You can see there is more search volume, 880 searches a month, but we are also talking more competition. And it's not saying that you can't rank for it. You surely can if you get sufficient traffic to your GMB, but it's going to require a higher budget to make it work. So that's what I meant by that. So really consider the vertical, really consider cities, areas, suburbs, really consider competition, and try to make intelligent decisions that will make sure that you can survive and actually able to rank with a lower budget for those keyword terms. That's very important. Subscribe to my channel now to be notified when I publish a new video on the latest cutting-edge internet marketing strategies. The next step would be to get traffic. Now that we have the research part done, it's time to start generating traffic. And for generating traffic, we have 2 options. Because we are working with local businesses, we want to help them get local traffic. So we're probably not going to be able to do that through YouTube ads or other like really paid advertising sources that just don't have that traffic. So the first thing that I like to do is organic search traffic or just search traffic. So you're looking at AdWords, PPC, organic search traffic are the top results that rank in the organic search in Google. But number 3, and that's what I personally specialize in, is GMB traffic, Google My Business Listings traffic, which is, in my opinion, more targeted, and it's what people want to see. They want to see a local business in the map pack and then click on that, and from there on really make a phone call or click through to their website. That's where the money is, in my opinion, and in my opinion it's even more profitable than just doing organic search these days. And that's all thanks to Google. Thanks to Google introducing this concept, and it's pretty good, right? Another thing that works, which I'm personally not really doing as much as I should maybe, but I'm starting with it too, is Facebook campaigns. So Facebook campaigns can be very powerful because yes, you do have the option to target people based on location and also based on like interest and stuff, behavior, so that definitely works too. I'm not an expert in Facebook traffic, but I'm getting started with it now, so there's a chance I'm going to have more video tutorials on this in the near future. But I would advise you to really specialize in GMB traffic because it's wide open now. Not too many people are doing it. And if you get your foot in early, then I think you can really build an establishment, build a very profitable digital marketing agency that will generate traffic. Because each GMB, as I've already talked about in my other videos, really has the potential to generate many phone calls a month. You know, it really has the potential to do so. And I want you to treat your GMB like it was gold, because it is gold. You want to treat it like a real online property, like a website. It is pretty much the same, right? So make sure you've everything carefully chosen, like what I was talking about before. Your competition, you have chosen a category, and also the city, location, that's very important, but also really focus on being good at on-page optimization, getting traffic to your GMB, and also building citations and things to really help rank it more, right? So that's for this step. Next, we have get trial signups. Now that we have like the infrastructure in place to generate traffic, it's time for us to really start getting free trial signups. And what do I mean by free trial signups? Well, what I mean by that is that you just call onto companies that could be interested in getting more local traffic for their local businesses. Now, there are a couple ways to do this, and if you're like, I don't know if I should be calling onto companies, I'm a little bit scared, I'm not feeling too confident on the phone. Well, if that's the case, then there you have two options, right? Option one is you're going to outsource this like to an appointment setter or a sales representative who can make phone calls on your behalf. If you don't have the money to spend that, then you can do it yourself, right? You only have those two options. And if neither of those two options work, then you got to make a decision, right? Because building a digital marketing agency does require some work. It does require you to communicate with your clients. So this is not pay-per-call marketing where you just sign up to a network and you're going to get the offers from that network, and that network handles everything on your behalf. If you want to go down that road, then that's fine too, but just accept that you're going to make less money because the network takes, I would say, at least 50% of your revenue. And on the other side, yeah, it's good because you don't have to deal with that. But those wanting to build a digital marketing agency, you've got to pick up the phone. You've got to be calling onto companies. You can't be shy. You really can't be shy. And what I would advise you to do, so you're going to take like multiple cities within a country. So in my example, if I'm targeting the UK, because for whatever reason I'm doing it, right? I have my own company there, but we also have a company in the States. So what I want to do is I want to build up my bank accounts in pounds, right? I want to generate more and more revenue in pounds because I like the diversification in currencies for certain reasons, right? You can do it in the US, you can do it in Canada, UK, Australia, it's really your choice. But what you want to do is, so once you've chosen your city, you build out your properties and everything, now what you want to do is really you want to find takers for your phone calls. And I would advise you to have at least 2 to 3 companies that you are going to offer your leads free for test, right? So you can call those companies and say, hey, you know what? I have local traffic for you. And the best news of all is that you don't have to pay for it right now because I want you to get a taste of whether you like my traffic or not, whether you like the leads that I'm referring back to your business. By doing so, you don't really sound like a salesperson, you more sound like a person that's really looking to help them. And who doesn't like free leads? Who doesn't like free leads? And if they see, okay, his leads are of high quality, and even that's possible, even if you just send them like 2, 3, 5 phone calls, they get a client out of that. That's even better because then they're pretty much obligated to continue using your services because they got a sale out of it and they want more business. So that's all a plus. All pluses, right? Plus, 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 plus. So 2 to 3 companies per city, per location. So if I were to start a new category, which I'm doing all the time, and let's say I'm doing it for the UK, I would probably target an area in London. I would target some of the other cities in the Midlands and the whatever, you know. So I would have like 2 to 3 cities that I'm targeting, and I would contact 2 to 3 companies in each city to make sure I'm having some takers. I'm having a few takers, right? And that's pretty much it. And like I said, you can hire an appointment setter or a sales representative who can call onto those companies, who can pretty much, you know, get them aboard for you. So you don't have to do that, but you've got to have some money to spend. Now, once you referred leads and hopefully also clients back to your prospects, right, your local businesses, then it's time to follow up and confirm quality. So once you send them like 3 to 5 leads, okay, you want to follow up. You're like, hey, how did you like the leads that I've been sending to your business? Did you manage to get any sales out of them? And you just really want to check feedback. You want to see if they're happy or unhappy. And most of the time, guys, they're going to be happy. So not everyone is going to be happy because some people are just not looking to spend money to grow a business. And if that's the case, that's perfectly fine. They are not your perfect client anyway, because you want to be working with companies that want to spend money, because those are the companies that are really going to turn into big clients for your business. And you don't want to have these like smallish clients that, you know, are really scared to grow their business. You don't want that, right? So you want people that are going to appreciate your work, that are going to want you on board so you can help them help grow their business, right? So do that, and then it's time to propose your terms, your rate, and other qualification stuff like you know, call duration, time, and payout terms, as you can see here, right? You want to make sure that you're on the same page, and if you don't know how to price this, it's very important to know that you can go onto a PPL network and kind of see like how much they are paying you. Let's say, for instance, you want to be targeting lawyers and you're getting paid, let's say, $90 per lead generated per qualified phone call. So that means that the PPL network gets paid at least $180 per qualified phone call, so they can pay you $90 back, right? So that means that you can charge at least $190 to your clients because that's the market price. Always follow the market price. Don't overcharge like crazy. That's not going to work. But also don't undercharge, because then you're losing out. So that's important. And this is the really exact process that I'm using to build my lead generation agencies. It's been working phenomenally well for me. Everything that I've shared is up to date. It is working, and I'm doing this myself, so I'm not just making this stuff up. This is current information, guys, so please follow this to a T, and you shall reap the rewards very, very soon. If you like this video, and if you also want to become part of my channel, then I advise you to hit the red subscribe button right underneath the video right now. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be publishing videos a few times a week, hopefully, sometimes a bit less. But please do that now so you don't miss out on any cutting edge content that I will be publishing. And in case you have any questions on it all, please post them right underneath the video as well, and I will answer them personally very, very soon. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye. Subscribe to my channel now to be notified when I publish a new video on the latest cutting-edge internet marketing strategies. Click on the link in the description to get a free copy of my latest ebook, Digital Lifestyle Blueprint.